All right, eliminating view time. We're here with Mac Hereford. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you got it.
Cool. I appreciate you coming on for real.
Yeah.
Dude.
This is fire.
Yeah.
This is
gonna be
lemonade,
dope,
baby. Let's go.
This is gonna be dope. So you grew up in Birmingham. You played high school ball in Virginia.
Yep.
And then you went to the University of Alabama. You were on the 2018 national championship team.
Yep.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, after you graduated, you were a graduate at the University of Vandy.
Yeah, so I played 4 years at Alabama, graduated, and got my master's in marketing at Vanderbilt. Ended up opting out of that 2020 season. At the beginning of the season, had some family losses and stuff that was unexpected, but that's where I finished out.
I see. Yeah. So your mom and dad went to Vanderbilt, is that correct?
Yeah, so my mom went to grad school, my dad went to law school there.
I see.
Before that, my mom was at Alabama, and my dad played hockey at University of Miami of Ohio, and then University of Alabama, Huntsville.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's cool. So how did you end up in Virginia for high school ball? Because I know you were really big in that, and you had a great team up there.
Yeah, so we had a stacked team in Virginia. When I was around the age of, I don't even know at this point, but when I was in middle school, I was looking at one of my oldest brothers went to a school called Woodbury Forest, a boarding school in Virginia. Loved it, all-male boarding school, took sports really seriously, and at the time I was at a school and I was like, you know what, is this going to be the best situation possible for me to make it to the next level? And Woodbury, the school in Virginia, seemed like the perfect opportunity, so I was like, hey, I'm just going to go. I said, screw it. Like, I didn't even think through it. I walked downstairs one morning and I said, I'm going to be a Woodbury Tiger. So that's how it happened, and played up there, and our team was stacked. So.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that seemed like a blessing in disguise, because you just took that risk and just went up to Virginia randomly. So that's
100%.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It was nuts.
That's crazy. So what are you into now? Are you still involved in football at all? Anything?
Yes, I love all sports. I do still play them all as much as I can. I still run routes. People are like, what is this guy doing? Dude, I love running routes. I have to catch a football every so often, just as muscle memory, the thing that makes me feel good. But now I'm doing a little combination of content stuff. Have done stuff with College Game Day, done stuff with ESPN, and been posted a lot of different places, and then also doing private equity and raising capital, and then writing country songs and anything in between.
Yeah.
So
no, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. You probably don't remember, it was back in the College Game Day was there, University of Tennessee versus Florida at Neyland.
Yep.
You were there with Caleb and Theo.
Yeah.
What was that like with College Game Day? Or
no, that was completely random. That was with Theo, and I were talking about it, and we're like, hey, we should go to this game. And originally he thought it was the, Alabama LSU or Tennessee LSU game or something. He had the game completely mixed up. Long story short, we got invited to go to this game, and so we're like, screw it, we're going to go down to the Tennessee-Florida game, drive down there or drive up or wherever it is to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then we met up with Caleb and the Barstool guys there, and it was all kind of just in the moment, and then we ended up on the field, and heck, I'm filming them on the sidelines pouring water on the head coach of Tennessee.
Yeah.
It was a nutty experience. It was awesome.
That's crazy how that's just super random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You weren't even supposed to be there. You're just all right, let's just go.
Oh, no, dude. It was one of those things where I was like, I love stuff like this. I get in the present, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm really sitting on the sidelines of Tennessee, not my alma mater, not Alabama or not Vanderbilt. I'm on Tennessee's sidelines. I'm with Theo and Caleb, and we're sitting here and we're having this conversation about how they're about to do an ice bath on the coach, and me knowing how it is at Alabama, I'm freaking scared we're going to get in trouble or something. But then this thing clicked in my head, and I was talking to them. I'm like, you know what, guys? I agree with them. Hey, we should just do this. You don't get this opportunity. We're just going to send it. It was impromptu. The coach didn't know what was happening. Nothing happened all in the moment. It was a pretty special thing.
No, that's pretty crazy. You're probably getting PTSD from Nick Saban. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
we're going to get in
dude.
super trouble.
If we were on the sidelines like that at Alabama, they would have chopped our heads off.
I believe it.
That ain't happening.
I believe it. Yeah. So you've definitely I think it seems like most of the time you take the risk of just all right, let's do it. Whatever happens, happens. Where has that gotten you so far? After football, you know what I mean? I feel like you've done a lot aggressively, and it's worked out.
Yeah, 100%. I think it goes back to when I was a kid. I always remember being I'm scared to go do this, or I'm not supposed to be in this certain place or do this certain kind of thing. And my mom always used to tell me look, there's nothing that says you can't. And she's like, at the end of the day, if you're not hurting anybody doing something, then why not? Step out of your comfort zone. So I'd say it's really just the ability to jump outside your comfort zone. And one of my dad's friends used to tell me, he's like, I live life 1 foot, or he's like, you live life 1 foot out of the comfort zone. And he's like, I'm always taking 2. To say that the fact of that's where life really starts, and that's where things really flourish a lot of times, is when you're uncomfortable, you're getting out of that area and doing things even when you don't know what's going to happen,
Right.
you just strap yourself in and say, just F it, you know?
Yeah, that's hype. That's hype. I feel like that's a great way to live life, and a lot of people are scared to. Like you said, like younger me would have been freaking out, but like you said, it's just as you do it more and more, you realize it comes with a reward, and you get that benefit of stepping out of the comfort zone, which is awesome.
And life's freaking short too.
Yeah,
you know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I think I'm in a moment and I'm like, dude, will I ever get this opportunity ever again? And something that I think is like, I just got a ton of gratitude in the past couple of years, and like just being grateful and in the present, I'm like, shit, I got to go do this.
Dude,
like, I got to make this happen because
Yeah.
someday I'm going to die.
Right.
And now my kids are going to get to know that I helped, you know, be a part of the process of dumping ice on Tennessee's head coach.
Right,
Like,
Coach
what the heck
Heupel,
am I even doing? Yeah.
Right, yeah. No, dude, that's awesome. You get me hyped right now. I'm about to run through a brick wall. Dude, on TikTok, I know you were doing some creator stuff in 2020. On TikTok, you got a mic in front of you. You're not a host of a podcast or anything, are you?
No, so people ask me this all the time. They're
I
like,
bet.
dude, I see your podcast. Like, your podcast is going great.
Podcast.
I don't do a podcast. I want to get into doing a podcast, but my thing is, in the meantime, like repetition, especially learning from Coach Saban, you can never get enough reps doing something and improving. And I love communicating with other people. So I'm like, all right, there's a studio that's here in Nashville. Know the guy who runs it, great studio. And I'm like, all right, I want to do a podcast. I may not be there yet and have the organization or the things and be in this period of my life to be able to do it, but I'm just going to go in there, get some reps, practice, and in the meantime, take some of those clips and talk about stuff that's exciting to other people, and then just throw it out there.
Yeah.
And heck, they do well, so it's fun. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a fun thing.
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah, and like you said, people are just like, is this podcast? You know, they see the mic and they automatically think.
Gotta have a little bit mystery, man. You gotta have the mystery.
I love it. And so, like, last thing with like Nashville, you're a big foodie. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, you got to go here in Nashville, or where's the best place for this in Nashville? What are some recommendations you have in Nashville that like a lot of people don't know about? And it could be food, it could just be, you know, dessert, it could be lemonade.
Yeah, I'll say this. So, foodie may not be the right term. Do I talk about food? Do I talk about where I eat? Yes. Do I know really anything? Yeah, I mean, I know a little, but like, I'm pretty basic when it comes to like, I go to a place, I'm like, wow, I like this place. People are like, wow, they got this or they got that. I've got friends who are freaking chefs. I don't know how to do anything. I love burgers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But all to say, I think the burger scene is great in Nashville. You got places like Hugh Babies, you got Jack Brown's, you got 1230 Club. Actually, I don't even know if 1230 Club has a burger, but I assume if they do, it's good. You got a ton of places with good burgers, and then I would say East Nashville is a spot that I've been testing out a lot lately.
Okay.
And if you're looking for a place that's like really just fun, has like an authentic vibe, just like genuine experience, the decor is cool, the atmosphere is cool, then I would go to East and try some of those places out because I've had a good experience with them.
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll go try out East Nashville and see if they have any lemonade too. So that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I bet they do. They're a place who I feel like would have good lemonade.
Yeah. So we are here at Urban Cookhouse. They do the strawberry lemonade. They don't have anything original. Usually if someone has like a flavored lemonade, it's like OG original or anything like that. Have you ever eaten here before?
Yeah, I've eaten here. Okay. It's great spot. Yeah,
it is. And so, but you never had their lemonade.
Never had their lemonade, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah,
I've heard it's good.
Are you a big lemonade person?
Hey, back in the day, I used to have a little business called the Lemonade Stand that I used to run on the corner of streets, and I was booming back then.
Were you?
Nothing. Yeah. Oh, I was booming. People were coming in left and right, wheeling and dealing on a hot summer day. We used to put in that powder, stir it up nice and good, and we cooked up some good lemonade.
That had to be Birmingham, correct?
Yeah.
I know they love lemonade.
Yeah, Alabama. Look, it's the South. It's a hot sunny day. You got workers coming back. You got people. They want to support the small kids' business. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I don't know much after that. I've drinking a lot of lemonade. I like lemonade. It's a good Southern drink, you know, sitting on the porch type thing. But excited to try this one out. Yeah.
So this is the strawberry lemonade. We review it on a scale of 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and anything in between. So is it sour? Is it sweet? Is it watered down? And can you drink it with about anything? So that's pretty much like our rankings on that.
Okay, let's go.
Cool. All right, let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not bad.
Pretty good.
Like I said, I've been here before. They messed it up, so I'm not going to talk about that review anymore. But usually we don't do any ice because it waters it down.
Okay.
You know, like we've been talking for a little bit and it just like waters it down. But I think this is it's not a bad lemonade.
It's not a bad lemonade. Like, it kind of tastes like there's like, if you were to, like the strawberry part of it, if strawberries were like making love with each other and produced something in a cup.
Yeah.
I think this would be pretty damn near close. And
No.
I love strawberries, so it's like almost like a popsicle, like a strawberry popsicle,
Yeah.
but in a cup. You know what I mean?
Dude, I agree with that 100%. The strawberry's like super strong in this. The strawberry's very strong in it. Like you said, it's a little sexual because it tastes really good.
Yeah.
But I think like on a lemonade scale, the strawberry's really good, but on a lemonade scale, it's a little weak for me. It's a little weak. And just take for granted, I've had maybe like over 100 lemonades.
Yeah.
So
you're the lemonade expert here.
So
you got the just guy who doesn't know much. I'm over here. I'm pretty easy to please. The look test, it looks good.
It looks amazing.
It looks good, and I actually like the ice. It's kind of, it makes
Okay.
it makes it. I wouldn't like it now if it was a hotter day
Yeah.
and it's melting down and watering it down. But with the speed that I'm going to be drinking it, getting it fresh, the ice tastes good. I don't think there's a mix of like the taste not being as strong as I want it for as a
Right.
lemonade,
Mhm.
but the strawberry taste comes through really strong.
I agree
That
with
makes sense.
I agree with that 100%. I'm glad you said that about the ice because I look at the ice negatively when we review these, but you've looked at it as a positive. And I've never had that happen. So
Yeah.
that's really good.
100%.
Really good. So on a scale of 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and anything in between, what are you going to give that lemonade?
I mean, so you're taking into the consideration that you could drink it with anything else, but also have it alone. Like, take me through that again.
Yeah, so can you drink it with about anything? So that could be like alcoholic. Some people talk about the alcohol, like, I could drink this with a mix. Or could you drink it with like food-wise, you know what I mean? Like this would be great with just a burger or anything, So that's kind of like how they look at that.
I would say, all right, with alcohol, I think it would taste great. I think I could mix some alcohol in here. It would, take away that strongness
strawberry?
with the strawberry.
Fire.
It would be great. Maybe even like some sort of slushy alcohol.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that's kind of what I'm tasting.
Dude, I agree with that.
But I would say, so it's good there. On the other side of it, being something I would drink to flush down a meal, it's great. It's a little bit, it's more of something that I feel like I would drink as like, it's hot outside and I just want to sit back and drink something, clean the palate, have a little strawberry taste. Is it something that I'm going to prefer to drink over other liquid beverages? Maybe not, because it's that taste of strawberry.
Right.
It's good, but it's super sweet. I feel like I could be wrong. It's super sweet.
Strawberry is.
And like I said, it tastes a little bit like a popsicle. So
I agree with that.
You know,
the strawberry part, yeah.
All that to say, I'll put it at a 7.2. Is that high? Is that good?
That's a great score.
Okay.
That's for like a rookie. That's a really good score for somebody who doesn't drink lemonade. That's actually a really good score. I was going to give it a 7.4. 7.4. So it's a good lemonade. Could be better. The lemonade part could be stronger, especially with this strawberry. Could make it like maybe a 9, just because the strawberry is so good in this. Like you said, it's got like that popsicle, like very strong flavor in it. But I'm going to give it a 7.4. You gave it a 7.2 on the Urban Cookhouse strawberry lemonade. So.
Yeah, I would say Urban Cookhouse cooked a little bit here. They did a good job.
I love it. No, I appreciate you coming on, man. I really do.
100%.
Anything you want to say before we get off here?
Look, I tell this to people all the time, but if anyone's watching this and there's something you want to do, whether it's lemonade reviews, whether it's private equity, whether it's content creation, whatever the hell it is, it doesn't really matter. If you want to do something, then, and this is cheesy, just go out and do shit. Get it done. You can figure out a way to do practically anything. The world is a special place, and that, like, I feel like if you want to come up with this idea or that idea or do something completely crazy, you can make it happen. You just literally got to go make shit happen.
That's fire. That's fire. You're getting me hyped right now. No, I appreciate it, for real. I really do.